Hello everyone. Today I will be walking you through how to use the View Guest page of the PwC CollabTab application. If you are using this application, it means that you would like to add external users to your team in a method that is compliant with PwC regulations. So before we actually add guest users, let me first walk you through this screen. As you can see the members of this team. Currently, we only have internal users, so we do not have any guests, which is why you have only user types that are showing members and no guests in these user types or roles. And we will be adding guest users to this team in a bit. Before that, if you look over here in the top left of the screen, you can see the search bar where you can search for users of this team by simply typing in some characters of their name, and it will bring up the relevant names. And then if we navigate over to the right side of our screen, we can see the Add Member button. Let's begin by adding some members. If we click this button, a pop-up comes up with a text field where we can add guests. We're going to first try and add guests that we do not have access to. Let's try and add a guest with the domain name of Ally. Okay, we'll try doing ankit@ally.com. This I don't believe is an actual person, but for our test purposes, we can do this. Now, you can add as many emails as you want here simply by delineating them with a comma. And you can add a space if you'd like, but it's not required. And then we'll try somebody else. We'll try, I don't know, sam@coke.com. Once we have these two, we can press the add button where, because we are not approved yet to add these people to our team, a pop-up will come up where it says that we're not approved to invite users from the following domains. So we can select which domains we want to send approvals to. What this will do is when we select these two, it will then send an approval request to the approver for these two domains, and then upon their approval, it will then allow you to then re-input those users' emails and add them to the team. Let's create the approvals, and it says that we have now created the approvals for ally.com and coke.com. Let's now return, and we're going to try and add a user to this team in which we already have approval for. Let me try and add a user from Michigan State University. So once we do this, if we have the permission and the approval to add from this domain, we can press add, and the second box will come up where we can add a message. This message will be sent to the user that you are trying to add, so please keep that in mind. Once we add a message, if I can spell, we can then press invite users, and an email invite will be sent for that user to not only join the PwC Azure environment and give them access to the resources for this team, but it will also give them the invite to join this team. So let's press invite users, and we get an invite, and we have that. An email now request has been sent to the user, and they will eventually appear inside of this pending acceptance queue. So let's actually try and refresh this page, shall we? If we refresh this page, we now see that we have added this new user of user type guest, their status is currently pending acceptance, which means they have not yet accepted the invitation into the Azure environment, and we can see when they've been added. Along with this, we have this remove button, which also shows us, basically, it gives us a few things. If we press remove, we can toggle some remove options for that guest user. We can either remove them from the team or we can remove them from the organization. Depending on that, they will, if you, for example, say remove from the team, they will simply just be removed from this team. But if you say remove from organization, it means that they'll be removed from the actual PwC Azure environment. Okay, but we're not going to be removing these people for now. I just wanted to show you what you would do. And that's basically it. Once the guest user gets their email invite and they accept the invite into the Azure environment, they can join the PwC environment, and then they'll get an invite to join the team. Upon joining the team, they will move from the pending acceptance section up to the members and guests section, where they will be shown as a member of the team. But they will still be a guest, so they will still have the remove button there as shown. With that, that is all for this tutorial. Thank you so much.